Jamie, I guess first of all, just start by talking us through what led you to coming back for your fifth year.
I feel like I had a lot left to prove coming into this year. I hadn't really had the success I wanted to in my first 4 years. So I think I needed to make a statement this year, have a good year, and hopefully move on to play pro hockey next year.
Last year on the power play, that left circle was kind of Ethan Frank's office, and you've kind of made the right circle yours so far this year with a handful of power play goals. When you're out there on the power play unit, what are you looking to do?
I think the biggest thing for me is just shoot the puck. I've obviously get to play with some really skilled players on my unit. They make my job a whole lot easier than it should be. But I think just look for the plays when they're there, but try to get the puck on net as much as possible.
And that line you've been on has changed a little bit throughout the season, but you and Tim Wash have been pretty much a staple there. What's that unit's job out there on the ice? And the three of you guys with the rotating winger have found the ability to score and be successful.
Yeah, obviously Tim's a great player, works really hard, and makes my job a whole lot easier out there as well. I think our job as a line, though, is to just be shut down and then contribute offensively as well. I think we can really wear teams down in the offensive zone, especially D-man working down low. I think once we get that going, we're pretty effective.
Big difference between the outcomes in Friday and Saturday's games up at St. Cloud. What did you see that were the differences there?
I think on Friday we came out hot. We had jump in our step right away, and Saturday the script kind of flipped. They did that to us, and we weren't ready to go from the drop of the puck, and kind of carried on throughout the game.
You have Minnesota Duluth coming in here. They've gotten off to a little bit of a slower start, but you know what you're in for in a really physical matchup with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're definitely not an opponent we can take lightly, even though they maybe haven't had the start that they've hoped to this year. They're still a really good team. They got really great players that are returning, and obviously they've had lots of success in the last few years, so this is going to be a tough challenge this weekend.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Coach, the Broncos are coming off a split with number 4 St. Cloud. Big difference in outcomes between Friday and Saturday. What did you see out there?
Well, I saw us execute at a super high level on Friday. I thought it was one of our best and most complete games, especially from our defensive core. To the man, I thought they had really good games. We didn't give them a lot of time and space. And then conversely, on Saturday, I thought almost just the opposite. They came out with a real push, as they would. College hockey's built that way. They're going to defend their home ice and come out strong, and they did. And we weren't able to answer them early. I actually thought we made a little push in the second period, which resulted in, I thought, some possibility of chances. We didn't complete the plays, but I thought there was actually some quality hockey as the game went on.
This week, Minnesota Duluth comes to town. Not off to the start that I'm sure that their fans and the players have hoped for this year. What have you seen on film from Duluth, and what can you expect?
I see a team that's exactly like we're used to. They're fast, they're strong, they're really competitive, they're well organized. I'm not sure if they've got the goaltending so far that they would have loved, or the timely scoring, but they're out shooting most of their opponents. I think they're outplaying most of their opponents. They're not getting the results that they have, but they're a good hockey team.
Get to come back to home. Crowds have been amazing so far this season. What is the kind of the difference you've seen, in your times here in the evolution there of the crowd and then the Lunatics?
Well, I say it every week. We have the best place to play in college hockey and a great home ice advantage here, and it just pushes our players forward, and just injects emotion and excitement into the building and into our players. So, anytime we get a chance to play at home, our players are excited for it. We're certainly excited for it, and I think it really helps our squad.
Ryan McAllister keeps putting points up on the board. What have you seen even from, I guess, the beginning of fall camp to now that has led him to be so successful?
Well, one, he's got two really good line mates, and Max Sasson and Jason Poland are playing some great hockey along with Ryan. But lots of credit to Ryan. He's got a dynamic offensive stick. He's a great thinker of the game. Plays the game at a super high level on the offensive side of the puck. And his game is maturing on the other side of the puck, too, which is allowing him to have it more and to make more plays that way. So he's a really exciting player for us.
Speed of, both, I guess, the feet and the brain there are usually kind of the biggest obstacles for freshmen. What has he done to kind of keep up with everybody else?
Well, needs no help with the way he thinks the game. He thinks it at a National Hockey League level with his head and his stick for sure. He does have to skate more. We've talked about it. We showed him some clips. At times, his first thought has to be to skate, not just play with your head in your hands. But Jason and Max do a great job of skating for him sometimes and helping him with that part of the game. But it's a great combination. He's a great thinker and player. Max is real steady down the middle and can make plays and works as well. And then Jason Pullen does everything right on the right side. So the combination of that line is really good.
Do you think he's going to be able to sustain and catch Fantilli?
Well, I'm never going to put him in that position, but can he sustain? Absolutely, because he's doing it the right way, and his points come the right way. He's dynamic on the power play. His decisions are great. He can really shoot it, and he can make a pass. So he's a true offensive player that'll keep getting points, I'm sure.
We had Jamie Rome in here, and he talked about feeling like he had a lot to prove still to come back for a fifth year. As a coaching staff, what did you guys discuss with him during the summer that led him to come back for another year?
Well, I had talked with Jamie at the end of the year in a real honest conversation. Come back for the right reasons, come back in the best shape of your life, come back ready to prepare. And I told him I would start him in an important role, and it'd be his job to keep it. And I think he is an important role on our power play. He's doing a great job. He's showing poise and skill that he showed in junior, and maybe hasn't got an opportunity yet till this year to show it here. But he's taking advantage of the opportunity that's been given to him for sure.